There is a gene inside you right now, ancient, unassuming, that decides how fast your liver dismantles ethanol. It's called ADH7, and for 90% of mammals alive today, it is essentially useless, a biological relic, a dormant clause in a contract that predates civilization by tens of millions of years. Elephants kept theirs active. The question is not whether elephants seek fermented fruit. The evidence is unambiguous. The question, the one that should unsettle you, is why a nervous system of that magnitude would deliberately court chemical disruption. The elephant's umlaut, its subjective sensory reality, is built on infrasound, seismic vibration, and a chemosensory system of staggering resolution. Their olfactory receptor gene count dwarfs our own by a factor of nearly 5. They do not smell the world, they decode it. Fermented fruit broadcasts ethanol plumes across kilometers. To an elephant, that signal is precise, intentional, and deeply familiar. It is not stumbled upon, it is located. What happens next is neurochemical. Ethanol suppresses glutamate, the brain's primary excitatory signal, while simultaneously flooding GABA receptors, the architecture of inhibition. Allostatic load drops. The hypervigilant threat monitoring systems that keep a 5-ton animal alive in a contested landscape go quiet. This is not accidental intoxication. This is pharmacological self-regulation. Consider the cognitive burden of being a megafaunal apex processor. An elephant carries a hippocampal architecture capable of mapping hundreds of square miles of landscape, tracking the emotional states of dozens of individuals in holding grief, measurable, prolonged grief over the dead. That is not metaphor, that is synapse load. The marula grove is not a party. It is perhaps the only chemical mechanism available to a brain that never fully powers down, a controlled disruption of the predictive processing loops that otherwise run, without pause, for 70 years. We built entire civilizations around the same molecule, religions, rituals, economies. We pathologize our relationship with ethanol while simultaneously encoding it into every social ceremony we hold sacred. The elephant has no ceremony, no shame architecture, no cultural mythology layered over the behavior. It simply has a gene, a fruit, and a brain that occasionally needs to stop calculating the weight of the world. Which one of us, exactly, has the complicated relationship with alcohol? The ADH7 mutation that lets primates process ethanol efficiently emerged approximately 10 million years ago, right when our ancestors began eating fermented fruit off the forest floor. We didn't discover alcohol. We evolved toward it. So when you reach for something to quiet the noise inside your skull tonight, what exactly are you remembering?